Greetings, my fellow gamers. It is I, Wraith King, and today we are playing Blade 2, and I love this game. I love this game. I love it so much. I will leave a link in the description to where you can get this game. Unfortunately, though, it has not yet been released global, so prepare to sit through a lot of things you don't truly understand. Me, I don't know what's going on in the story. I can't read anything, but here's the cool part about this game. It has actual cutscenes. It has actual, just full-fledged cutscenes. I'm not talking about little drawings or 3D models just standing around with little thought bubbles beneath them. It has some of that, don't get me wrong, but it has full-fledged cutscenes too. I'm talking about the cutscenes you see in AAA games. Those cutscenes are in this game. Like, no wonder. This isn't even one of those cutscenes right here. I'm talking about fully animated cutscenes. No wonder this game took forever to come out with. Now, okay, I've been telling you guys about the animations, the cutscenes, and all that kind of stuff, but I haven't really told you about the gameplay. The gameplay is pretty much flawless, I want to say. There isn't anything I've noticed in here that I hate besides star grades. But what I mean by star grades is equipment has a certain grade. It has star grades, like 7 Knights. And I'll be honest with you, I never really liked that. But it's in a lot of games I particularly enjoy, 7 Knights being one of them. And speaking of equipment and star grades, let's take a look at the shop, shall we? Wow! Best game! Best game! Hands down, best game! There is a lot of RNG based around hack/slash games, as of course everybody knows that. Equipment and grinding. But this game does pretty okay with it. I haven't been through too much trouble concerning it, and I think it's just fine, really. If you keep playing the game, you're bound to get a high-grade item. That's just how it works. Now, getting back to the gameplay, does it being in another language really affect anything? No. I've honestly played so many games like this just doesn't bother me at all. So it being in another language truly just doesn't matter, especially if you played hack/slash games before. Like me, you should understand how to play the game right away. You should understand enhancing, you should understand how to get items. And since there are star grades in here, that pretty much explains itself how everything works. So really, you should be able to play this game even if you are from another country and you don't speak Korean or you don't read it either. So it should be just fine for you. Now let's talk about negatives concerning it. Is there anything repetitive? Is there anything about the game that you won't like? Going into this game, I truthfully just didn't see anything that I particularly hated besides the star grade system. This means there's multiple rarity of items, meaning 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, 4 star, 5 star, and of course 6 star. When you have multiple rarities, that means there is a lower chance for the highest rarity, and there's a slightly higher chance for the next one, etc., etc. So that means multiple rarities, multiple chances, multiple RNG related things. And as you guys know, RNG is something I never supported. I've never supported pretty much since the beginning of time. Ever since I was born, I hated RNG. RNG does not need to exist. It is evil! Usually when there's about 3 or maybe 4 rarities, I'm okay with that, because 4 rarities is fine. World of Warcraft is one of those games. There's normal, rare, epic, and legendary, which basically means you have a higher chance of getting a certain item. But after I made my way into the shop again and paid a little less attention to the left side of the screen, I noticed that, well, pay chests, you know, the ones that cost gems, normally, they only remove 1 star rarity items. That's great, right? Well, actually, that's bad. Now, 1 star grade, a little lower than a 3 star, might not seem all that bad. But it's actually very bad, because 2 star items have a higher chance to appear than any of the other star grade items in the entire game. Now, my 7 Knights fans will get this reference. Imagine going to the shop and you're about to draw multiple characters, right? You're going to spend gems and see if you can't get a rare character by spending 250 gems on the times 10 pack. Instead of getting a bunch of 3 stars and 4 stars, you're going to get a bunch of 2 stars and 3 stars from spending gems. That is not good at all. But be that as it may, there are still some ways you can earn rare items, and there are some ways you can earn gems, like the arena and other places like that, completing quests. But let's say you do just want to grind for gems and see if you can't get a times 10 pack. Well, that's fine and dandy, but the times 1 chest, you know, the chest that gives you 1 item, costs 300 gems, and the times 10 costs 3,000. Now this is a free-to-play game, so I won't get on it for that. But regardless, I have to admit that is just a little much. Now as for quests, they do reward you gems, as I said before, but they just don't give you a lot. They give you at least 5, maybe 10. A couple have given me 4. So I got some news for the grinders out there. You guys are gonna have a lot of work on your hands. But this is a free-to-play mobile game, so I actually expected to see something like that in here. But as a free-to-play player, will this get in the way of your progression? The game will definitely slow down for you, but I don't think it'll turn into pay to win. And knowing hack/games, there's fusion, and I'm pretty sure there's evolution in here, so I don't believe this would be a pay-to-win game. So overall, I think this is just an amazing game. It's incredible. I went into it, I was welcomed by an awesome opening. I was fighting a giant monster, and I jumped on its back and started controlling the monster with my knives. It was just epic! I'll save that for you guys. I'll let you experience that when you download the game and try it out for yourselves. So I definitely expect a lot with this game. It started with a huge hype and then it just went away and then nobody heard about it. My guess is they were probably still working on it because there's a lot of detail to this game. There's a lot of things that normally would be flawed. They're flawless here. So I am very, very fascinated by this game and I can't wait to see it released global. But until then, I will be playing the Korean version a lot on this channel. I'll be showing you guys my progression and I will be giving you guys my opinion on how the game feels as you progress through the game with those videos. But until then, remember to leave a like, comment, please do subscribe to my channel. I plan on playing a lot of this game here, and I play plenty of other RPG games just like it here, so expect a lot of stuff here. Take it easy for me, and have a blessed day. Bye.